First, for the next assignment, you go to scratch.mit.edu. You're going to click sign in the top right corner. You'll put in your username and password, click sign in. Then to open up your work from last class, click on the folder toward the top right corner. And then you're going to click on see inside next to the name of your project, or right underneath the name of your project. Then from here, what you're going to do is you're going to add an enemy sprite. So to do that, click on the little cat icon in the bottom right corner. Then you'll either click on a category or scroll through, and when you find the enemy you want, you'll click on it. Then from here, you can also change the size if you need to. Right where I'm showing a smaller number than 100 would make it smaller, or a larger number would make it larger. Then from here, you're going to go over to the events menu on the left-hand side. You're going to click and drag a when flag clicked block. Then from here, you're going to position your enemy where you want it to start. So let's say I want my enemy to start at the top of the screen. I'm just going to move to the top of the screen. Then I'm going to click on motion, and I'm going to click and drag the point and direction 90 to attach to when flag clicked. And then I'm going to then click where it says 90, and I'm going to drag this arrow to a diagonal angle. It doesn't matter which one, but as long as it's diagonal, that's what's most important. From here, we're going to continue to make our enemy move. We're going to add a set rotation style, left, right. You might need to scroll down a little bit to see it. That's going to connect as well. And then we're going to add a go to XY, which is right here, and we'll connect that as well. Then from here, what we're going to do is we're going to add some controls. So we click on the control menu, and we're going to add first a forever block, and then we're going to add a repeat until block, and that's going to go inside the forever block. From here, what we're going to do is we're now going to add some more motion blocks. So you're going to click on motion, which is at the top left corner. You're going to click and drag the move 10 steps to go inside the repeat until. And then you're also going to add the if on edge bounce inside the repeat until. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to make the enemy stop moving when he touches the bear, which is the character that you control. To do that, click on the sensing menu on the left. You're going to click and drag the touching mouse pointer to go next to repeat until. You're then going to click on the drop down arrow next to mouse pointer, and you're going to choose the name of your character. So it'll say repeat until touching the bear to move 10 steps and if on edge bounce. From here, what we're going to do is we're now going to start adding variables, which are anything that changes within the game. You're going to click on the variables menu on the left-hand side. Then you're going to click on make a variable. Once you click make a variable, you're going to type in health and then click OK. From here, what you're going to do is you're going to set the health by dragging the set health block, and you're going to put that right underneath when flag clicked. Then you're going to type in a number for your starting health. So you want to maybe set it, we'll say to 20. So we would start at 20, and then the health would subtract as you get hit by the enemy. From here, what we're going to do is we're now going to add an if block to start making our character lose health if they have contact with the enemy. So you click on control on the left-hand side, and we're going to drag an if block to go underneath the repeat until block. From here, we're going to fill in the if block. Do that by clicking on sensing. We're going to drag the touching mouse pointer to go next to if. And then what we're going to do is we're going to click on the drop down arrow. And once again, you're going to choose the name of your character. So in this case, it's the bear. We're going to basically say if the bat is touching the bear, then we're going to subtract health. So to do that, we're going to click on the variables menu, and then we're going to click and drag the change health by 1 block to go inside that if touching the bear. And then we're going to change it. Instead of 1, we're going to put in -1. Now, you can type a different number if you want, but it needs to be a negative number. From here, what we're going to do is we're also going to make the enemy stop when touching the character. And that's going to be in the control menu. You're going to drag the wait 1 second block to go underneath the change health by -1 block. We're just going to change it to 0.1 seconds to make it a fraction of a second that makes our enemy stop. You'll see what that looks like shortly. Then from here, what we're going to do is we're going to make the enemy return to its original position once it hits the bear. To do that, you click on motion and you're going to drag the go to XY block to go underneath the wait 0.1 second. And you're going to make sure that the numbers in those in this block matches the numbers in the first go to XY. So here it says X minus 6, Y 137. Again, X minus 6, Y 137. All right, so then we're going to make it so that, and if we were to play it now, you'll see how if I get hit, the health decreases and the bat goes back to its original place. Anyway, we're going to make it so that the game would stop if your health gets down to 0. To do that, you're going to click on the control menu and you're going to add an if block underneath the if block that you have right here. You're then going to add a stop all, which is going to go inside the if block. Now from here, we're going to fill out the rest of the if block. We're going to do that by the operator menu. So click on operators, and then you're going to click and drag the operator with the equal sign and put it next to if. From here, what we're going to do is we're then going to click on variables, and we're going to add a health block to go in the first blank, and then we're going to type in 0 in the second blank. So now it'll say if health equals 0, stop all. That's going to make the game end if you lose all of your health.